Hey, what's going on, you guys? This is Baseball Freak 075 bringing you guys another video here today. And I know it's been a while, guys. It's been quite some time, actually. I think March was the last time I uploaded a video, but we can discuss that some other time. Today, we're going to be bringing you guys my MLB, not the show, MLB postseason bracket challenge. Basically, it's going to be all these teams that are in the postseason currently, and I'm going to go ahead and go through and show you guys who I think is going to win it all this year. So, before we get into it, I just want to let you guys know that these are all my opinions, my personal opinions. So, don't get mad, if you don't agree with what I have to say. You can go ahead and drop down in the comment section below what you guys think about the postseason, who's going to win or who's not going to win. I mean, it's all subject to change. Anything can happen. So, but without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. Alright. Okay, so I guess it's going to be the American League first, and then it's going to go to the National League. I don't know why it has the Red Sox selected. They're obviously not going to be my choice, because I think the Yankees are actually going to win this wild card game. Should I fill them all out first and then go? No, I'm going to fill it out league by league. And then, yeah. So I got the Yankees beating the Red Sox. I think the Yankees team is much fuller, better roster, but anything can happen. It's a one-game series, and that's going to be very important because it's a wild card game. So anything can happen. The Red Sox could easily take it. They just need, a bad outing from one of their starting pitchers, Garrett Cole, one of their relievers, and the game could be over. But I personally think the Yankees have a better team. They're really loaded. They acquired Joey Gallo, and who is the other player that I'm forgetting? And Anthony Rizzo at the deadline. Rizzo hasn't been the best. Gallo has had his moments, but that team is just really full. The lineup is pretty spectacular when they're on, and they've been doing really good as of late. So I think they're the team to beat in that wild card game, personally. Moving along here to the division series between the Yankees and the Rays. I'm going to have to go with the Rays in this one. They have just been doing spectacular this whole season. I thought the Rays were going to be good, but I did not expect them to be this good. They have surpassed a lot of people's expectations, and I don't know really how they do it, but they always find a way to be in the postseason. And I don't even think their team is that amazing, but they just find a way to win all these games. Moving on to the White Sox and Astros series, this is going to be a really good series. I think it's going to be one of the better series to watch because it's really anybody's. But personally, I think the White Sox have the edge over the Astros just because their pitching is better in both categories, both bullpen and starting. And I think pitching is one of the most important, if not the most important thing going into the playoffs. And the bullpen is spectacular. The rotation is pretty darn good for the White Sox. So I'm going to have to go with them over the Astros. Even though the Astros could easily win it, their lineup is amazing. They have some pretty good rookie pitchers. But I just personally think that the White Sox stand a better chance. Okay, we'll do the NL wildcard game now. Or actually, no, my bad. We're going to go ahead and do this one. I didn't see this one. So, the Brewers and the Braves. The Brewers have been really, really good throughout the entire season, but they're starting to slow down. And also, Devin Williams punched a wall and fractured his hand, so he's not going to be available for that series. I'm going with the Braves. A lot of people are high. A lot of people are high on the Brewers. And the Brewers could win it because their pitching is spectacular. But I don't know. They haven't been doing very good as of late. And I know they haven't been throwing their pitchers super deep into games and stuff, but they have been doing horrible. The Cardinals have recently, because that's my team, that's the team I follow, they have played the Brewers within the past couple weeks, 7 games, and they took 6 out of those 7 games, and they beat Woodruff twice and Peralta. They never faced Burns, and Burns is arguably the best pitcher in baseball. So it could go one of two ways, but with how cold they've been recently and losing as many games, like I don't know if they have that fire going into the postseason. They're gonna have to prove me wrong. A lot of people are high on the Brewers. They definitely have the names, but they haven't been playing good like this last month. They just haven't been. So I'm going with the Braves, and probably gonna be a little bit of biased pick right here between the Cardinals and Dodgers in the wild card game. But again, this is my list. It's one game. Anything can happen. The Cardinals and Dodgers have split their record this year, so they've each won, an equal amount of games. Scherzer will be on the mound, I'm pretty sure, and Adam Wainwright for the Cardinals. But Scherzer's last outing, he did not do very good. He gave up 5 runs to the Padres through 5, and I know the Cardinals lineup isn't quite, or not. It is. I wouldn't even say it's not quite as good. Like it's. I would say now that everybody's turning it around, it's kind of similar to San Diego's. Still not as good, but not nearly as bad as people make their lineup out to be. It's pretty good when it's on, and they have been on fire. I don't know if this is just me being a biased Cardinals fan, but I think the Cardinals can do it. It's a one-game series. If it was a full-on series, I would give the Dodgers the nod, no question. But I'm gonna have to go with the Cardinals because of the just ferocious nature that they've been on. Like this past month, they have been killing it, and it hasn't just been like bad teams. It's been good teams. I know they've lost 2 to the Cubs in a row, but they haven't had their good players out, and they haven't really been trying. They're trying to rest their players. Anything can happen. The Dodgers could easily win it. They could easily shut out the Cardinals. Scherzer could have a great game. But personally, I just really like what the Cardinals have been doing. And plus, the Dodgers recently have also just lost Max Muncy, so that's a huge blow. Even though it's not going to make or break them, it's not going to be good for them. So yeah, bias probably, but like it's a one-game series. Anything can happen. I'm going with the Cardinals. All right. Now, between the Giants and the Cardinals, anything can really happen. The Giants have been amazing all season. But the Cardinals have beat the Giants in the season, in their season games, like out of the amount of games they've played. I believe it's 6-2 Cardinals over the Giants. So they've won against them. And I know the history between the Giants and the Cardinals in the postseason. The Giants always tend to, smack up on the Cardinals. But they don't have that. They have a really solid team, but they don't have that team that they've had in years past. I mean, they could easily prove me wrong. They're a great, great team. But I don't know. If the Cardinals can win that wild card game and then have the fire from that and like just getting their stuff together mid-season, pushing it all, I really do think they could take on the Giants. Call me names or whatever in the comment section, but I really do think they would have a chance against them. I don't know what it is, but like the Giants are really good, but they also they've lost Brandon Belt, so that's their best hitter. But aside from Posey, probably, and he's going to be gone. And the Giants are really good, but I don't know. Call me biased, call me whatever. I'm going with the Cardinals. Now between the White Sox and the Rays, I think this would be a really fun series to watch. Really fun series to watch. The White Sox, bunch of young talent, really good team. Tony La Russa is their manager. The Rays, I think they're going for it again. I think they're going to the World Series again. Call me crazy. I know their team isn't the best, like I said. They just have that flair. They want it. You can tell that they want it. They got pissed off because they didn't win it last year, and now they have Nelson Cruz. They don't have Blake Snell, but they've been doing just fine. Their bullpen always seems to do amazing, and I know the White Sox are just as good as the Rays, honestly, with an even better lineup. but the Rays just have a knack for winning ball games. It's kind of like the Cardinals. I feel like they're kind of like the same team. Like the Rays and the Cardinals just find a way to win ball games. But the Rays have had their best season ever, and I know that doesn't necessarily mean anything going into the playoffs, but they have that experience from last year, and I think they're hungry for it, and I think they're going to beat the White Sox. This one's tough, because the Braves are a very, very good team offensively. Their pitching is decent, but it's nothing to write home about. And Will Smith has been blowing some games. I don't know. I honestly have no idea. This one's neck and neck for me. I think I'd give the Cardinals a slight edge on the pitching side, but I would give the Braves a slight edge offensively. But I always take pitching over hitting, so I'm going to go with the Cardinals again. Again, call me biased, whatever. They've been playing out of their mind. They have been going off. And sure, it's probably biased of me to have the Cardinals going all the way up here into the World Series. But again, it's my pick. So, the World Series, I want to see the Cardinals win, but if they go up against the Rays and the Rays have beat all these teams, I think the Rays are probably going to be the champions. So that's who I'm going to go with. I'm going to go with the Rays beating the Cardinals, winning the World Series. Now, I would sure like to see the Cardinals win, but the Rays are just so good. The Rays are so good, and I honestly think they'll probably end up beating whoever they face regardless. They have just proven this whole season that they're an amazing team, and that they're not one to be slept on. So, yeah, that'll do it. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you did enjoy the video, and go ahead and let me know who you guys think is going to win the World Series in each of these matchups. So, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take it easy. Peace out.
Once upon a time, there was a little kid, his name was me. Ripped the ribbon, dragged apart like a barber that can hardly see. He grew up to be big and strong, pissing the industry off, wishing they'd listen cause they miss